and welcome to the Friendship and Stupidity Podcast, the official friendship podcast of Ohio. Isaac, we're back.
We are.
And this is the first episode, obviously first episode back.
Mm-hmm.
I figured for this first episode back, we'd actually just do a clip show of our favorite things that we said in the first 1 through 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
I was gonna say, if you had time to do that, great for you.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's a lot of shit to go through.
It's a lot of shit to go through, but also, I don't think we would get very far.
No, I don't think we said a lot of good stuff.
No, it'd be a lot of piss.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who are just joining us for the first time, start here.
Yeah.
This is probably, the audio is going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
I think mostly, the video is better. First video.
Unless it's not.
Yeah, that could be a problem, but don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So I just thought this is doing the video podcast. It's really nice because when we were doing audio, I feel like it turned into a job.
Okay.
I feel like I kind of hated it towards the end.
Okay.
Not because I did hate it, but it was another thing to do. Like work was just like being a bore. Like it was just long, and then we weren't great with like figuring out like we need to record today
For sure.
or whatever. So it'd be like the last minute, and we'd record, and then I'd have to put it out.
Mm-hmm.
With this, I get to come over here, and it's more of a thing. Like we get to actually we're enjoying a beer together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We kind of had like a hangout sesh. Like we were just like talking, like shooting the shit before we had to do this.
Yeah.
Before we just finished talking, and then we just ceased to be friends. Because
we also didn't want to give anything away for the next episode, so we just would not talk.
We were terrible friends for a long time. Like I think the issue that I was running into is like trying to figure out what was good to say on the podcast, and like what is just like something I say to you, like in person.
Mm. And
I wrote down a long list of like stuff to talk about. Funny enough, we're using my camera for my phone for this, so I have nothing to look at. Just realized that right now.
I thought you had like an actual notebook that you wrote these things down in.
No, we live in the 21st century. I'm not going to write in a notebook.
That doesn't mean you don't use paper anymore.
I have like a whole journal that I do every single day. So
exactly. So you're still using paper.
Yeah.
So don't give me that shit.
Yeah. I have a long list of things that I probably can't remember. I know that like of the first, I remember a lot happened. It's been a long time since we recorded. It's been a couple months.
It hasn't been a couple months.
It was like July. July 4th was our last episode because we talked about the shit that happened on July 4th.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it was our last episode.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. And we don't even know when this is going to release.
It's been a minute. That's also very true, yeah. So we're not going to date it.
Right, exactly.
for that very reason.
Yeah. Which I think that it's going to make it a lot funnier because we're not going to know what we said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I already don't remember what we said. So probably a majority of these episodes are just going to be us repeating ourselves.
I would imagine so. I think. Yeah. Do you think we'll repeat ourselves from the first 50?
Oh, for God, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You kidding me? I'm surprised we already haven't repeated ourselves now. Have we?
I don't think so. Like in this first episode?
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, we're going to talk about Jack of all trades. We'll start there.
I do remember that because just like before, we went into this just raw dogging it. We have
no idea.
I was asking Andy, do we have an idea of what we want to talk about? Nothing. Which I do have notes in my phone.
Yeah.
Because it is the 21st century, and I don't use paper anymore.
So why are you yelling at me for not having like a list of physical paper?
I still use paper. It's just at times I was just writing it down on my phone because that was when I would think about it. But we would be whole hogging it if we went into these because the one is definitely an interesting topic. I'll say that.
Okay.
But it's something that as we were closing out our the first, I call it like season or technically second season, I thought of it and I was like, I want to wait. So
you've been holding on to whatever it is for at least 2 months.
For sure. Yeah. Yep. I think I probably even had it before that too. And I was just like, well, because we talked about it before, I think it was on like PlayStation or something. And then I just thought about it. I'm like, I know
exactly what it is.
No,
I do.
No,
I know exactly what it is. No, I do.
Don't.
Yeah. Do you remember what it is?
It's in my phone. Of course I remember what.
I know what it was. I know it was. It was the fact that I sit down to pee.
How did you know that?
I don't know. It just like it came back to me because I remember you said this is going to be the first thing that we talk about during the video podcast.
That's absolutely what it was.
Yes.
Wow. How the fuck did you know that?
I mean, we've talked about. I mean, I have a pretty decent memory, but it's not the best. So like it's just like the most random things that I remember like that.
Yeah.
For some reason I just remember talking about me sitting to pee. I think I remember it because you were so bothered by it.
Yeah. I think I still am bothered by it. I don't think my thoughts have changed on this. I think I'm still, I wouldn't say bothered. I would say more baffled. That's a better, like I'm just, you're probably one of the only men that I know that do that. And do you do it consistently? Now we might as well do it. We're full hog.
We're full hog. We're going right into it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not consistent. It's only, I would say it's probably like 50% of the time.
50%.
Yeah. Well, first of all, do you ever take a shower and then immediately go and take a shit?
I try not to do that.
I mean, like you might as well just go right to bed because you just fucked up.
Yeah, I honestly like if I'm getting out of the shower and I'm like I gotta shit, I'm just leaving the shower on. In all honesty, I'm leaving the shower on, cleaning it up as best as I can, and I'm going back in and doing a secondary clean.
Yeah,
yeah, because it's just not worth it.
Well, it's like the similar like whenever one of our friends he pissed on his wife whenever she got out of the shower and then she had to like clean her whole self off. I think we're starting to understand that she was actually in the right. But
I don't think we ever disagreed on that.
No, but we also like we're not shitting on ourselves.
No. We're in
proxy shitting on ourselves because it's going through the cheeks. What are we talking about right now?
You said you wanted to brought it up.
It wasn't so much that just kind of came up just like on like thought process.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of
thought process.
When I sit to piss, it's usually because
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. Nothing.
It's usually because I'm very aware. Excuse me. I'm very aware that the piss that comes out of me bounces back onto my legs. Are you ever like standing at a toilet and the splashback hits you in the legs?
Not my home toilet.
You've wear pants, wear gray pants, and then go to the bathroom standing. You're going to see the splatter, and it's going to bother you.
I don't think I will. I truly I'm not.
You don't think you'll do it, or you don't think it'll bother you?
Well, that's up to debate. But no, I don't think I don't. Because I wear shorts a lot when I'm home.
Right.
But whenever I'm like lounging.
Well, I'm even surprised that you don't feel it on your legs.
That's what I mean. I'm not like unless my hair's catching it, and I got some crazy jungle hair. I
have a lot hairier of legs than you.
And you're telling me that you feel it.
I am feeling it.
I don't think you're pissing in the toilet then. I really don't. I think you're just pissing on the wall 2 inches away. Like, I don't think...
listen, we won't talk about what I'm doing.
Like,
Wait, I also might have a really heavy spray.
You might. I don't know. Maybe maybe I have a weak spray. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't compared sprays, really. But I don't...
Well, I guess that's something like we're video now. We can do whatever we want.
yeah, exactly. We can compare sprays now. But I think the only time I would have felt that is at a urinal, which
every time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's disgusting. Like,
well, and the weird thing is, like, when I'm out in public, I don't sit to piss. I just like it just takes more time. Like, and I'm like, usually if I'm pissing out in public, I'm in a rush of some sort. Like, I want to be there for as little time as possible.
Yeah, and I think honestly most people don't sit in general when they go out in public, like to public restrooms. Right.
Yeah.
They'd rather just shit standing up.
Here's a question.
Uh-huh.
When you go out to a public toilet, and you have to shit, like there's no way around it, are you putting toilet paper down first?
I'm either putting toilet paper down or I'm hovering.
You do a hover?
I'm doing a hover, yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't give a single fuck. I'm also the one who sits when he pees. So, like, this is such a weird... Yeah. This is... We're backtracking a little bit. I feel like I was... During the break, I was trying to figure out how I can contribute to this podcast. Because it's very much the chaotic lives that we live.
Yeah, for sure.
And I've realized you have a much more chaotic life than me. And I don't know if it's because I don't work. I work from home primarily. Like, I don't even go into the office anymore. I think it's because you still have some sort of interaction with people that I sit with my animals and, like, that's it.
Well, I mean, it's for sure that I interact with people. But even then, most of my stories aren't from me interacting with people that I work with. It's just
living.
Just somehow I, like...
Well,
it circles around me.
I was thinking, it came up that I just do wild shit, and I don't think it's weird. So like, whenever we were on PlayStation, and I was just talking to you and my brother about, like, we were just talking about like what we ate for lunch or something. Real invigorating conversation. Yeah. It was great. I just mentioned, like, How long would you let bread sit out for? And in the conversation, just like, I don't know. I mean, like, Joe's a freak. He doesn't let anything go longer than its expiration date. I looked at the bread and I said, "Huh, this says June 1st," and at the time it was like July 25th or something. And, like, I realized in that moment, like, this is how I'm a freak. Like, this is how this is how I'm weird.
Yeah.
Because I just, like, I've said it multiple times. I don't know how often I've said it on the podcast, but, like, I have an iron stomach. I just eat whatever.
Yeah.
I had chicken tacos last night that have been in the fridge for, like, 2 weeks.
That's
like
disgusting.
A solid 2 weeks.
Hold on, did you already make them? Like,
they were already made.
Did you guys make them one night for your dinner, and they've been sitting in your fridge for 2 weeks? That's disgusting.
Well, here's the thing.
Filthy.
Here's the thing. And I wanted to make this joke where I'll mention it to you after the podcast, because I want to continue, like, I want to continue a little bit of a joke in this, but I don't want people to hear about it just yet.
Okay.
So we'll just forget about that. It's still going to be in the podcast because I don't want to cut it out, but. So, my girlfriend is not. She's not good at eating things that are after the first day you cook it. She's not a good leftover person.
That's me.
See, and this is why I'm a freak, because I will eat the same exact thing for a week and a half.
Well, yeah, like, for me, like, if it's prepped and I know that's my dinner, then I'm fine. Or if I'm having leftovers for dinner, then I'm like, okay, I'm fine.
See, this is where I think if you were a single man, not even if you were a single man, but if you moved here prior to your wife moving here, I think you would eat the same exact. I think you would do the same thing that I did when I was in Cleveland.
I mean, I did move here before my weight.
Right,
but I got judged hard for eating
that's true.
That
is true. That's true.
By my roommate.
Yeah.
Big O was not impressed
Right.
with me eating rice and chicken every single meal.
And then you had to switch it up because you felt self-conscious.
For sure, because every single time I would eat it, she's like, "Oh my god, I'm literally gonna throw up if you just keep eating that." And I'm like, "Okay." So then I switched it to like ground turkey and rice, and I think that also made her just disgusted.
Yeah.
So then I was like, "Well, she is housing me, so maybe I should, I should probably switch it
Housing
up
me
a little bit."
and letting me drink her liquor.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I drink a lot of her
Yeah.
liquor.
Yeah.
I only lived there for 3 months, but I cleaned her out.
Yeah.
For sure. And then she would always judge me as well because I would make
You're,
the most disgusting drinks ever.
yeah. Well, we've talked about this before. The fact that I love to make drinks, and
Yeah.
you're just like, fucking put the rum in there and put some ginger ale or whatever the hell I want is like the mixer. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't understand mixers. I mean, I need them. Don't get me wrong. I can't drink straight liquor.
Well, they're the reason why you can drink a lot of different like liquors and not taste it at first.
Yeah.
It's like a Long Island. Like you can put so much in there, and then you're done. Like after if you like you drink it so fast because you can't taste anything, and then unless it's something I made, and then
For sure.
and then it's game over after a while.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, I'm just like, I think this might work with it. And then for the longest time, all I was mixing in was my 0 calorie, 0 sugar, caffeine free drinks. And I was just like, that's my mixer. That's what I have.
After we drank with a zero sugar soda,
Uh-huh.
it makes that as a mixer a lot better of an option. Like it's not great as like by itself because it tastes like a flat soda.
Yeah.
But as a mixer, it makes you feel so much better about yourself because that's like the majority of the drink. So it just like it sits in your stomach because of all the sugar, and it also gives you a headache because the sugar just fucks you up.
Yeah.
But that's the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, and if you think about it, I mean, 0 calories, awesome. 0 sugar, awesome.
And the liquor by itself, it doesn't have very many calories either.
Exactly. The only thing you're getting in the mixed drink or the diet drinks are aspartame, so you're literally just getting cancer at that point. So that's,
Well,
I mean, that's about it.
What doesn't give you cancer?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, that's all you got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the one time that we drank, what the fuck was it? We drank Kraken the one night, and it was rough.
Well, the Kraken was just by itself. That
Yeah.
was our problem.
Yeah, for sure. Well, no, we also mixed in Coke that night as well. And I had like a lot of rum and Cokes that night, or whatever.
It got to the point where it was just what we were just drinking rum and Cokes, and then I just started to drink the handle straight.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
Mm-hmm. And I was not doing that.
Yeah.
Not a fucking chance I was doing that.
It's just like the Kraken. It was calling my name, man.
No, I don't think a liquor's ever called my name like that before.
Every
time I've tried to drink any liquor straight, I always just like, I get the willies. I'm just like,
there was just something. There's something about Kraken that like just calls my name. Like I've drank it. We drank that whole entire bottle.
yeah.
And like that's usually enough for a person to be like, I'm not drinking that again. Like that's too much for me. And that's kind of how I am with Jack Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, will not ever drink that again. It's the first liquor I ever threw up on. So like pretty understandable.
Yeah.
It's also like when I have what is Jack Daniels is a whiskey, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not a huge whiskey person anyway. It's just a strong taste. It's a weird taste.
I would say almost all alcohol is a strong, like liquor in particular, is a strong taste.
Yeah. I mean, it is, but like That one has a very distinct taste to it.
I think they all taste, rough take, I think they all taste the same, and that's like piss. But
You're
when-
also a beer guy, though.
I am a beer guy, but if I mix them, that's when I get the real taste. Like I've been having some rum and cokes. It's the we have, what is it? Like Captain Morgan's like private stock. It's called that. Mix it in with a little bit of pop. Get that shit mixed in there. I can taste the flavors. Give it to me straight. I'm just like.
But that's also rum. But well, I guess you're saying that like they all taste the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can imagine the taste right now, and every single one of them, I'm like, I literally would just want to throw up. But that's drinking them by themselves.
Between Jack and the off-brand, not Jack, Captain. Between Captain and the off-brand of Captain, both are they're delicious.
Yeah,
You can drink that any day.
for sure. I would buy off-brand.
Absolutely. What's like they taste the exact same, so you might
Yeah.
as well, and it's cheaper.
For sure.
Get you real fucked up.
For sure.
Sometimes those off-brands pack bigger punches too.
Oh yeah.
There's something about it. Like when we were in college, everyone used to hate like a specific type of vodka. I don't know what it was. Was there something like that people called Shitty K?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it has like a really long Russian name. It's
Right.
like Kadonkastonk or something.
That's it. Yeah, Kadonkastonk. Yeah.
That's what exactly. What I thought it was,
Badonkadonk. Yeah. I feel like that is probably the strongest vodka you can get, but people didn't like it because it was such a strong taste of vodka.
Yeah.
And that was just like that, but that was the one that people would get, and of course they would like get extremely fucked up on
Oh
it.
yeah.
That's just like yeah,
That's the way to do it.
exactly.
That's the way to do it. That's why the shitty off-brand version of rum that we had, that we could literally get like a gallon of it, was Lady Bly. I would still drink Lady Bly to this
I would drink that
day.
straight.
Yeah. that's
But,
what I mean.
but I'm also the animal, and I can do that.
Yeah, and I mean, I would try it, and then I would be like, okay, give
Do you
me
ever
your mix.
notice? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
Do you
it's
ever
fine, man.
notice
It's
when?
fine. It's the first in-person episode. You might as well cut me off. It's fine.
Do you ever notice when we go out to bars, and they give us like that little cup of like rum and coke or something?
It tastes like ass. Sorry. it's the final dregs.
And yeah, so it's
so-
just spit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's spit and IPA.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah.
God.
yeah.
It's 8.5
It
too.
is 8.5.
You're an idiot.
What do you mean?
It's like not even. It's like more than a. It's more than a double, isn't it? Like more than a.
I'm pretty much drinking.
It's like more than it looks like it's taller than a tall boy.
It's 19 ounces, so almost 2 cans,
Okay.
and it's as strong as 2 cans. So I'm pretty much drinking 4 drinks right now, if we really think about it. But I've been babying this for a hot minute
Yeah.
now. I was gonna eat it. I was gonna drink it. I was gonna drink it before I had dinner, but then I knew that was gonna fuck me up because I was just like, it's an 8, almost a 9%er. I'm like, it's gonna plumb fuck me up. But I did.
And we were drinking those other ones that were like 8.5, and they were just regular. So like we were blasting those down.
Should we talk about our first go of video and audio and all that, which was our trailers?
Yeah, I mean we could.
Yeah, because I mean, because that was other than that was our first attempt at everything, and we decided to top it off. You know, first real go at everything. We should have some bevs.
That might have been the drunk episode, and it wasn't even an episode.
It wasn't. It wasn't. But I haven't seen the final product, which at this point we might not have it up, or it might be.
I would hope that we'll have it up before this one comes out.
Yeah.
But either way, because I was gonna say like this is the first time anyone's seeing you on camera, because it's always like it's always been me that's been on.
That is true.
But if they've seen the trailer,
they would have seen me.
Yeah, and
Well, they've seen my avatar before.
That's true.
Yeah. Except for I didn't make my avatar blue like in the movie. Avatar.
You made yourself really white. I was like, just like,
It's because I'm pale, Andy.
you are, but like, you're not as pale as your avatar is. Like,
Dude, I make all my video game characters, if I'm basing it off of me, I make them fucking pale.
you look like,
I make them look translucent.
yeah.
And I want to be out. I want you to be
You
able
look
to see
like the
through
friendly
me.
ghost.
Yeah, dude. Because I'm paler than sin. I'm absolutely paler than sin. Not as bad now, but
Well, you went to the beach for a little bit.
yeah,
you,
and I got
you,
sunburned immediately.
Yeah, you didn't get tan. You got a little tan for about a couple days, and then
Yeah.
you're back to normal.
Yeah, and my chest got destroyed.
You're not even a ginger either. Like you're.
Thanks for noticing.
Well, I'm just saying, like most people that are like ginger, they burn really easily.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you were going with that. You're like looking at my
Are
hair. You're not even ginger.
What do you mean?
It was just a weird statement. That's all. You're like, you're not even ginger. Out of all the years that we've known each other, you're just like, huh? Your hair's not red.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, whenever we did first meet, I thought that you were, just because I think with the shorter hair, maybe it looked a little bit lighter, and like the beard is just so orange that
Yeah.
it just kind of made sense.
Yeah. With the lights that we have on now, it probably is a little hard to tell, but I do have a red beard.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty noticeable.
Oh, I mean,
It's noticeable.
yeah. When I grow out, or when I don't have my beard growing out, you can tell that I have like very, very faint speckles of orange in my beard too. It's like there's orange, there's black. I think there's even been some gray in there a little bit too.
I see some
some points.
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, at first it was just here, and then it started to like go around here. I think my dad had, like, when he never had a beard, he always just had a mustache. When he grew it out, it was all orange. So I think it kind of passed down a little bit, but at the same time, I've read that orange is just a trait that you might have with facial hair.
Yeah, I think I might only have like one person in my family that has like red hair.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't know why I have red in my beard. Literally, that's like the only person like on both sides of my family is like I have one person that actually has red hair that I know of at least.
Well, the head of, this is a weird, like, getting back to the trailer talking about
That's what we
well,
went from.
yeah.
I mean, we originally started with you pissing on the toilet.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Were you sitting while pissing?
we're back to normal, baby. we're back to, like, we've jumped all over the place. I don't know if this is,
would.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, I think.
Well,
and
we don't have your notebook.
we don't have my notebook. We don't have my phone, which I don't know how long we've been going for, but
Well, we do have the technology to tell us that.
well, this says 900 minutes. No, that doesn't.
900 minutes? What are you on about?
I know. If you guys have seen me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the waveforms, because I'm so fucking nervous that it's going to just cut off at some point.
Yeah.
And when I was at one point, you'll see that I was looking down there for like an extended period of time. It's because my computer said, "Hey, software update." And then I had to type in my password. My screen went black, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was getting really nervous.
I was wondering why you were looking down at
Yeah,
some
and
point.
it looked like you were like, "Oh god, what happened?"
Well, I was kind of at one point. I was like, "This is a great way to start out the first episode." I'm like, "We're gonna have to make a cut."
Well, I'm glad that you just continued, because like then like I didn't want to have to cut anything down or whatever, but here we are. But what were we talking? I mean, we basically finished off the beard and hair thing. Like, I think.
Yeah, we were
I think
talking about how we're at 900 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. The trailer. It was something. Like, it was really. I was really happy to. Was really happy to get back into editing it. Like that was a lot of fun, especially because like I've never done like the video portion of this, so it was like a really like eye-opening experience, kind of fun thing. The hardest part was probably doing it, because like we had to look professional. We were like, but like not only that, like I hate looking right at the camera. It just it feels weird.
Yeah.
Like this feels a lot more natural. Like we're just talking and then the camera's there and whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, we can just kind of like gym to the camera when we need to. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like at the very beginning, I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like I was doing this. I think it made the trailer a lot funnier because like that's not who we are. Like we're not just like this. Hello.
No.
This is our podcast.
No, we're like how we are right now, probably like hunched over.
Yeah.
Getting the fucking hump on our shoulders. I hate that hump.
Yeah.
Have you seen people with that hump before?
Yeah.
Yeah, humpbacks. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
If I get that, Andy, just beat me over the head with a bat. Beat my hump first. See if that helps.
That might help.
Yeah, but definitely like beat me over the head if I have one of those hunchbacks.
Is it really that big of a deal to you?
I hate it.
Why?
I hate it. I just absolutely. I don't know what it is about it. I just want to pop it when I see them out there because some of them got like. You know
it's
what
like
I mean? It literally looks like they're wearing like a hood
in some like
in their skin.
It's like sometimes like a lot of old women or not just women but like older people have it because I feel like they start to hunch more as they get older.
Oh, for sure.
And I think they just kind of develop it.
Oh, for sure. Like if I'm a 70-year-old man, I got a hunch. I got a hunch.
When I'm a 70-year-old man, I hope that I'm just completely horizontal. Like I hope that I'm walking around just like
looking at the floor, saying "excuse me" when you see someone's feet.
Well, I'm gonna be like my back is completely horizontal, but my face is still facing forward, so I look like a fucking freak. And that's how I'm gonna look like a table basically because like I'm gonna be walking around with like a either a walker or a cane.
Yeah.
I
mean, if you think about it, the walker, you could like really just kind of do one of these numbers here and just like scoot along.
Yeah,
it'd be great. Yeah, because you can just lay the base of your table on the center part of it.
Just get a wheelchair.
Well, no, that way you're still getting exercise and you're.
I think if I get to that point, there's like I hope that I don't get to that point. Like I know I'm joking. Like I hope that I have that hunchback. I hope to God that like I'm able to walk around and not need I'm fine with a cane.
Yeah.
But if I need to walk around with some sort of like walker or something, that's where I'm like, okay, well, why'd you take me out? Like people are gonna look at me and like, oh, that poor man. Like fuck you.
I thought you said, why don't you take me out? Like why don't you? Just
why don't you take me out back and just put me out of misery? No, like I always. Did you ever have people in high school where I don't know?
They had walkers? No, not really. It's so much better that I get to see the disappointment in your face. You know, it just makes it that much more cherishable. Is that a good place to end it? With you just being...
We're going to end it there. Thank you for joining us for the first inaugural, fucking struggled through that, episode of the Friendship and Stupidity podcast.
Yeah.
And if you noticed, I said at the beginning, the official Friendship podcast of Ohio. It's because no other podcast labels itself as that. So I'm taking it.
We're the first one. We're friendshipping so goddamn hard in this room.
Yeah.
In this scolding hot room.
If you're from Ohio, we're the standard. And let me fucking tell you. Let me tell you. The bar, it's not high.
What do you mean? It's incredibly high. It's up there. I don't know where on the ladder it is, but
it's on a scale of 1 to 100. I don't know where we land. We're about here.
It's there for sure.
Yeah.
If not,
maybe a few rungs higher.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, absolutely. But with like you said, standard.
I mean, like when you're thinking about your friendship, you should compare it to us.
Yeah, exactly. If your friendship isn't stupid, you're an idiot.
It's a good way to end it.
Yeah, that works. It works for me.